That's a great question. Is there a way to get rid of insects with like one application or structural change? The answer is really no. I mean, there's a potential circumstance where you should be able to treat once and eliminate a certain type of pest for a certain number of days potentially. But the thing is that even if you remove all of the insects that are breeding in whatever you're trying to treat in a house or yard or whatever, how did the insects get there in the first place? They can always come back. So today, our pesticides are very safe for families, pets, all those types of things. It's really amazing what's happened. But they also don't last for years. Most of them don't last for months. Many of them last for hours or days. So when you're treating, there's no way to treat, and that treatment, the actual treatment, the pesticide, is going to continue to prevent bugs for more than a short period of time. There's nothing out there that's going to last for years, except in the cases and thoughts where you're treating for termites. If you treat the soil can potentially protect itself, right, from UV radiation, all the other forms of chemical breakdown. So in essence, you can treat the soil for termites and it lasts for years because it's protected. The pesticide that they use isn't more deadly than the bug juice that you spray for ants, okay? The difference is that it breaks down very slowly through microbial digestion in the soil. So as those microbes try to break down that pesticide, it doesn't break down very quickly, and therefore it stays in the soil a long time. But many other pesticides that you do treat in the soil would break down very rapidly because they're not designed to stand up to that microbial breakdown. So termiticides are designed to not leach very much. In other words, water gets on them and it doesn't drift through the soil, and not to break down from microbial breakdown. Whereas other insecticides are more designed to hold up against UV radiation or abrasion, like something rubbing against it, or any type of thing like that. So realistically, you got to find the application product. So that's like your pesticide. The formulation. So that's like, is it a wettable powder that suspends itself in water, or is it like a liquid or anything like that, or dust? What type of formulation? And there's many. And then how do those two interact together? And then what is your target insect? And what are we really trying to control? So for many things like a yellow jacket nest, we can treat a yellow jacket nest, and most times we treat it once, wipe out the yellow jacket nest, and they won't come back in that place. That doesn't stop another yellow jacket nest from coming back nearby later. Because the same conditions that were conducive to this yellow jacket nest succeeding here are probably still prevalent. So you're not going to be able to dry the soil out, right, or anything like that. So I will say that well-manicured lawns and clean homes with a lot of care given into moisture control, foundation support, those types of things are tremendously less likely to get pests than homes with high moisture content in the crawl spaces, lots of poor ventilation or too much ventilation or cracks in the foundation, anything like that. So I've not found a way to permanently treat for pests, or else I would have done it in my home. So, and I don't think anybody else has either. I will say that I've seen a lot of unique things. I've seen sound repellers. I've seen them completely full of roaches a week after they were purchased, right? And I've seen magnetic repellers, insect repellers, also with bugs all over them, with no, and virtually, or not virtually, literally no impact other than potentially attracting them and giving them a place to be. So there's not been a permanent fix yet, and as long as there's not, I think I'll have a job.